What's going on, guys? Arcade here with a brand new video for you guys. Today I'm going to review Gears of War Pop, the Gears of War mobile game that just came out pretty recently that I pre-registered for. I don't know if it's like in the beta or if it's just actually out, but I registered for like back when they allowed you to pre-register. So about this game, it's basically one of those tower defense kind of games, but it's PvP. Overall, like this is gonna be a short review. It's not gonna be one of them long reviews, but I'm a big Gears of War fan. If you're a big Gears of War fan, chances are you saw this when they announced it at E3 and you were interested, at least to an extent. So I tried it out as a Gears of War fan, and I like the way it looks. The little pop style. I'm not really into like collecting those little pop dolls, but the pop style of Gears of War looks pretty cool in this little mobile game. It's pretty fun. It's definitely addictive, like mobile games are. Most mobile games, the second they sink your teeth into you, they get you. But it also has the same issues that other PvP-centered mobile games have. And yes, I'm about to mention it's pay to win. There's a lot of microtransactions. I won't say a lot, but there's a decent amount of microtransactions in the game. And depending on how you look at it, you can say, "Oh, it's a free game. It's okay." And that's what I'm saying. I'm not complaining about microtransactions in this game, but this is a review, so I have to tell you, the viewer, what to expect going in. This game does have a pay to win system. So yeah, going in, expect to see people who spend money on the game. Now, a lot of people aren't gonna like that, and no, it's not balanced to where the game's gonna make sure you're not playing against players who are spending real cash in the game. You're going to go against players who are not only higher level than you, but also players who spend money on the game. If you're someone who's trying to just play it for free, and again, people are gonna have their different opinions on if that's fair or not fair, but it's a mobile game. It's a free mobile game. They gotta make their cash somehow when it comes to this game. In terms of how the game plays pretty well. It's pretty smooth. I've only came across an issue once where it seemed like the game just basically just froze, and it was frozen for a while. Even after I logged out the game and force closed it, opened back up, it was still frozen on the exact same screen. And so it does have a freezing issue. Most mobile games do tend to have a freezing issue, but outside of that, the game performs very well. It's not a bad performing game. It's fun too. Like, again, it's addictive and it's fun. Now, yes, it does suck that sometimes you play against people who are higher level than you, so that kind of puts you at a disadvantage. But also, sticking with the negatives, the issues that I have with it is nothing seems to be consistent with this game. Everything kind of feels random. Like, it doesn't feel like skill plays a big part in who wins and who loses. It just seems like it's just more random. Like, every now and then you be in a game and it seems like the other player, it's just putting out characters at an extremely fast rate, but you're thinking to yourself, that doesn't seem right because he's playing damn near the same kind of characters I'm playing, but I'm not able to get those characters out that fast. And there's a random boost that speeds up how fast you can get your characters. And it seems like it's never at a consistent time. So it's not like, oh, at 50 seconds it comes in, or 60 seconds it comes in. Sometimes it'll be at 40 seconds, sometimes it'll be at 30 seconds. So it's not consistent. I think they need to change that to make it a consistent scheduled thing that both players deal with, not freaking one person gets before the other person, or and vice versa. The other issue is the loading for each character takes too long. If you're in a situation where it's early game and the person you're going against is they're using like a lot of multi characters, and they're using like the Lancer squad, the drone squad, or the Wretches, or the snub pistol squad. Say they use like they start off and they throw like 3 of those out, and you're just being overwhelmed with enemies, and you're just like, I don't, my little bar isn't going up fast enough for me to even put out characters to defend myself, so you just become overwhelmed. I've won a lot of games where I just overwhelmed my opponent, and at the same time, like, yeah, it's good to win, but I'm sitting there like, that person kind of didn't have a choice. They didn't have a choice but to lose, because there's nothing they can do. They can't. The game doesn't allow them to respond in enough time to where they can fight back, and that kind of makes it unfair. But again, outside of that, it's a decent game. If I gave it a score, I would give it, maybe a 6 out of 10, maybe a 5 out of 10. It's not special. It's not an amazing game. It's nothing that will make you play it nonstop. But just if you're wasting time at work or at school, or if you're at a bus stop, you're in a car, whatever, you're playing your video games, but it's intermission, or you're doing a loading screen, you pull it out, do a match or two, and then that's it. So things that I would improve, and I would make it a little bit more balanced matchmaking wise. Again, you shouldn't be playing against people who are higher level than you. It sucks to play against people who who spent real cash on the game, but I don't think you can actually match make the game to where you don't face people who spend real cash on the game. But it's fine. I don't think it's a bad game. I think it's cool. I think it's a decent little fun thing to do. People who want to play Gears of War style, a Gears of War game of this nature. It's enjoyable. It's a cutesy little Funko Pop mobile game. You get what you expect from it. You're getting what you see. If you see the game is mobile, for a fact it's going to have microtransactions in it, so you can't even really complain about that. But anyways, guys, if you think of watching, hope you all enjoyed. Leave any thoughts you have in the comments below. Hope you all enjoyed. I, PK6 Arcane, the real _ talent of YouTube. Enjoy your day. Peace out.